Hey there YouTube, it's Lator Awesome and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed Omega. In the last episode, we beat Ares again and caught Ned here, Ned the Shroomish, and we also got a free Trico. Yay for free things! In this episode, we're going to be going into the Viridian Forest, and this girl talks about Rattata. The Viridian Forest is kind of, well, it's a natural maze in there. Be careful to not get lost. It's really hard to get lost in here. But it's kind of the first dungeon of the game. It's got that cool little intro thingy. And, it has a, you know, I don't need to read the trainer signs, I don't think. This guy came here with some friends, and they want to get into Pokemon battles. And yay, we're going to battle people who aren't our rival for the first time in this game. But before we can do that, there's like 8 new Pokemon that you can find in here. So I'm going to be covering those. Moving on. The very first new Pokemon that I've run into here is Pikachu! Everybody knows Pikachu. He's like the Pokemon mascot. He's a little electric mouse thing. Everybody knows Pikachu. He's good for in-game. He gets a 7 out of 10 from me. In this game, Elekid and Mareep are both kind of better, but in a main series game, go with Pikachu. He's good. Yeah. And he's Pikachu. Who doesn't like Pikachu? Pikachu are supposed to be rare. I need to stop running into them. Oh dear goodness, this is the 4th one in a row. Finally, something that isn't Pikachu. And it's one of my favorite Pokemon, Caterpie. Caterpie is a bug type. It evolves into Butterfree at level 10. Butterfree is a bug flying type. And it is probably going to be the most surprising of my ratings. In-game, Butterfree gets an 8 out of 10. He is a fantastic in-game Pokemon. He levels up kind of slowly compared to other Pokemon, but he gets a really good move pool. He can have an ability, Compound Eyes, which makes his Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, Poison Powder really accurate attacks. And then he just can beat everything. He also gets Psychic moves, which really help him out because he's a special attacker. In 4th gen and on, he's even better because he gets his own moves in special, as special attacks. I can really recommend Caterpie or Butterfree. For a hack like this one, where the levels are harder, he's not as good, but he's still a really good Pokemon, and I can always recommend Caterpie. On the other hand, Weedle is another bug. Well, he's actually a bug poison type. Weedle evolves into Beedrill at level 10, whose Beedrill's still bug poison. Weedle and Caterpie go along with each other. You know, they were the first 2 bug types introduced in Generation 1. Well, numerically in the Pokedex. Unlike Caterpie, Weedle is not good. I hate to say it, but Weedle gets a 2 out of 10 from me. He's just not a good Pokemon. I like Weedle, kind of. Beedrill looks cool, but he's just not good. He levels up slowly, his move pool is bad. Yeah, he gets a 2 out of 10. Sorry. Another new Pokemon found in the Viridian Forest in FireRed Omega. I don't really know why he felt the need, Drayano felt the need to put in so many Pokemon in here. But this is Bellsprout. Bellsprout is a grass poison type. One of many, many, many grass poison types, it seems. Bellsprout's pretty good. He's going to get a 6 out of 10 from me. You can actually use a Bellsprout without evolving him through a game. I have done that before. But he's not phenomenal. He can't really take... He has a higher physical attack stat, and he can't really take advantage of that in the first 3 generations. But he's still a pretty good Pokemon. 6 out of 10, you know, he's good. Yeah. Okay, another FireRed Omega exclusive to the Viridian Forest. Surskit! Surskit is a bug water type, which is a pretty cool typing. He was introduced in the 3rd generation. He evolves into Masquerain, who is a bug flying type. Why they had to get rid of the cool typing, I will never know. Surskit, I like him. I like his design, but he isn't good. He gets a 3 out of 10 for in-game use. He's one of many Pokemon who's a bug flying like Butterfree, but isn't nearly as good as Butterfree. Yeah. Sorry, Surskit. I like you, you're cute! Okay, another one found only in FireRed Omega. Actually, I think I've already I've already covered Caterpie and Weedle and Pikachu. Those are the only ones in the regular FireRed. This is Oddish. Oddish is basically, well, it's another grass poison type. Oddish and Bellsprout are you know, almost the same Pokemon, just different designs. And Oddish is a better special attacker and learns the Absorb type attacks, while Bellsprout is more physical and gets Vine Whip. Oddish is slightly better than Bellsprout because in the first 3 generations it can take advantage of its special grass attacks, and Absorb is, well, the Mega Drain it gets later. Although, I don't think... No, Oddish doesn't learn Mega Drain by level up. It's still a good Pokemon. It evolves into either Vileplume or Blossom. Blossom is just a plain grass type. Vileplume is grass poison. But Oddish gets a 7 out of 10. And that's about it about Oddish. The next new Pokemon found in the Viridian Forest. I know, there's like a ton of these. This is Venonat. Venonat is a bug poison type. It evolves into Venomoth, which really looks like it should fly, but it doesn't. It doesn't even have Levitate, which means that ground type attacks can hit it, even though it's flying. Yeah, go figure. Venonat... I always feel sorry for Venonat. Venonat does get psychic attacks like Butterfree, and it does have compound eyes like Butterfree, but it's just not as good as Butterfree. Its typing isn't as good. It doesn't fly, so that means that ground types just like laugh at it. And yeah, Venonat gets a 4 out of 10. You can still use it. Venomoth is still a pretty good Pokemon, but he's not that great. Okay, only one left. Finally! Wurmple! It took forever to show up! Seriously, it's been like 5 minutes. Anyway, Wurmple is from the 3rd generation. It is a Caterpie and Weedle wannabe. It can evolve into either Silcoon or Cascoon. Silcoon evolves into Beautifly, who's a bug flying type, and really is just a Butterfree copy that isn't even half as good. Beautifly gets a 3 out of 10. Wurmple can also evolve into Cascoon and then Dustox, who's another bug poison type, and, well, he actually gets psychic type moves, and he's slightly better than Beedrill. Slightly. He also gets a 3 out of 10. I don't really like Wurmple. I've tried to use him. I have used him like 3 times. He levels up so slowly, and he just isn't. He isn't good. So yeah, he gets a 3 out of 10 overall. Both his evolutions get 3 out of 10, and I don't know why he was so rare here, but yeah. Okay, and that is finally it for the new Pokemon that you can find in the Viridian Forest. I know, there were 8 of them, and it took forever. Old Pokemon that you can find in here include Pidgey. That's it. Also, you can find evolutions of some other Pokemon. You can find Metapod, Caterpie's evolution, Kakuna, Weedle's evolution, and Pidgeotto, Pidgey's evolution. This guy is like, yeah, you can never have too many Pokeballs. There's a potion in here that I found accidentally. Off screen. Yay, another Caterpie. I'm just gonna run from it because I didn't mean to run into a wild. I was just showing where there was a potion that I got accidentally while running frantically for a Wurmple. I don't even like Wurmple. Ugh. Anyway, finally, moving on to trainers in the Viridian Forest. This is a bug catcher. Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them. This is probably the first Pokemon trainer outside of your rival that many people have ever fought. Bug catcher Rick. Bug catcher Rick will have a Weedle to start out, and I'm going to be going with Captain Zap against it. Yeah. These early fights, I'm going to show the fights in the Viridian Forest probably at normal speed. I may super speed ordinary trainer battles later, but probably only after I've fought the Pokemon they're using once or twice. So next, he's going to have a Caterpie. These fights are really easy. The only danger is if Weedle uses Poison Sting, you might get poisoned, which is why I told you to bring antidotes along. If you have antidotes, yeah, there's literally no problem here. Yeah, you used String Shot, that lowered my speed. Quick Attack is a priority move, so speed doesn't matter. And yeah, so that was Bug Catcher Rick, the first normal trainer in this game. And Captain Zap is now at level 10. Yay. No, Caterpie can't hack it. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no kidding. He doesn't have anything to hack with. Unless you count that little thing on his head. Next up, this guy. Yo! He says yo, and you can't jam out. I don't know why he thinks he's, like, gangsta. Bug Catcher Doug. but he does. And in this game, he's going to have a Wurmple. Yay, I get to kill a Wurmple. Vengeance! Yeah, it took a really long time to find a Wurmple. I really didn't think it would. Anyway, Wurmple dies here. Yeah, against the Viridian Forest, you can pretty much use anything. If you want to catch a bird Pokemon early on, if you have any fire move at all, Magby, Houndour, Ponyta. In the ordinary games, you would have a Charmander here, or Squirtle or Bulbasaur. But yeah, against these Cocoon Pokemon, there's like 4 of them. Just use special attacks. Yeah, they raise their regular defense. And now we get to see Cascoon. Yeah, these are both of Wurmple's evolutions, Silcoon and Cascoon. Yeah, they don't do anything but use Harden. So you're pretty much not going to get hurt against these things. If you need to grind somebody, do it against them, because it'll help. Yay, Cascoon died! Hooray! And Captain Zap will get another level up. Yay! And he learned Karate Chop! Wait, what? Awesome! He doesn't learn Karate Chop in normal games. Yeah, Drayano did edit the moves of a lot of the 3 starter Pokemon, along with some others. Captain Zap is still holding that Oran Berry. Huh. Okay, well now I'm going to put Red Eyes up in front, because, well, I'm just going to show off how easy this place is if you use a fire type. You can just cut through that way for a shortcut, but there's a trainer up here, and I want to fight all the trainers. It's a good idea to fight all the trainers, especially in the early goings, because you want to level up your Pokemon as much as you possibly can. This guy's going to have a Metapod, and I think I'm actually going to... I might start super speeding the walking parts, just because I'm running kind of low on time, and I wanted to get the Viridian Forest done in one episode. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So, that was Metapod, this is Kakuna, they both go down to 1 Ember. This is the easiest dungeon, I think, in, like, any game, really. If you even count it as a dungeon. I guess the Petalburg Woods in the 3rd generation games is kind of easier. But, oh well. The only problem you'd run into here is, again, poison, and if you have antidotes, and they give you a free antidote, it doesn't hurt much. I said I was going to super speed this walking. Yay, I did! This guy! I don't think he's a trainer in the ordinary games. He asks you if Pokemon can evolve. If you have an evolved Pokemon, I'm going to call you an idiot. No, you have a Venonat. Yeah, he's definitely not in the main games. But yay, I get to show off Venonat fighting. Pointlessly. Yeah, oh my, Red Eyes didn't one-hit KO something. It's a sign of the apocalypse. That the evil-looking fire dog didn't kill something in 1 hit. Wait, that can't be right. Anyway, next he's going to have Surskit. Surskit, as a part water type, is not Red Eyes' best friend here. So, Captain Zap, you're on. Dang it. I am not going to be able to finish this whole place in one video. That's annoying. Wait a second. Yes, I can! With the magic of Super Speed! As you can see, super speeding makes everything go a lot faster. Ooh, this is Nincada. I will cover Nincada later when he's available, but he's a bug ground type, so don't use electric type moves on him. Oddish! Bad Oddish. Free item right here, a potion. I give you lots of free items in this place. I think right here, yeah, there's another potion. And this is the last trainer in the Viridian Forest, Bug Catcher Sammy. He will have a Weedle in the ordinary games. He has a Paris here. Paris is a bug grass type. If you have fire or flying moves, he dies in 1 hit. That is all. And here it is, the exit of Viridian Forest, leaving Viridian Forest. So, that is where I will end off this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, sorry for all the new Pokemon, but they were here. Okay. See you next time!